Peter Vaughan, and I'm very excited today to be at the Swift factory to bring you an exclusive preview of their latest motorhomes for 2024, the new Swift Voyager 4 Series. Now, last year we saw the first Swifts on Ford Transit, the Voyager 5 Series, low profile motorhomes, but these new 4 Series models have an overcab bed. That is the key difference perhaps between 5 Series and these new 4 Series models. But there are more differences than that because these have different layouts. 3 layouts in the range. We have the 494, an island bed 4-berth model. We have the 485, a 5-berth with single beds. And the third model in the range, which we don't have here today, will have a rear lounge. So that will be the 475. All models, crucially, are available on a 3.5-ton chassis, so you can drive them on a standard Class B car licence. And just as importantly, they are priced under 70 grand. In fact, this 494 starts at 68,995. All 3 models in the new range are based on a Ford Transit with this magnetic grey finish for the cab and colour-coded front bumpers as well as alloy wheels. Under the bonnet is a 155 bhp 2-litre diesel engine mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox, and one of the very few factory options is to go for a 6-speed automatic gearbox instead. The bodywork is using Swift's proven smart construction, and that's backed by a 10-year body shell warranty. The whole body shell is GRP on the outside too. Each model in the range is 7.54 metres long. They all come with this wide 600mm wide habitation door, and that is linked to the central locking. It has a deep window, a bin and somewhere for your brolly as well, and a nice low entrance step. A new feature on these 4 Series models is an external barbecue point, and on the opposite side of the vehicle an external cold water shower point. And then at the rear you've got a garage area on both this 494 model and the 485. And on the roof there's a 100-watt solar panel. Both the 485 and the 494 have a rear garage with full-size loading doors on either side, both on gas struts. Then inside the garage area, well, you've got a light at either end. You've got somewhere to store the table if you want to get it out of the way. You've got these fixed flashing points, 4 of them in the floor. 230 volt, 12 volt and USB sockets, and even somewhere to hang a wet coat or 2. And then underneath there's a new lightweight Sawiko chassis extension. Inside this 494, it's perhaps the most conventional model in the range because it's got a half-dinette lounge and a rear island bed. So what's different? Well, there are plenty of details, like these big reading lights over both front seats and main sockets there too. The rear passenger seat importantly has Isofix, making it more family friendly for those child seats. And the vehicle does feel extra roomy inside. It's a little wider than the norm at 2.37 metres overall on the outside, and internal headroom is up to 2.11 metres. And then where you might expect there to be an inward facing seat, Swift instead have put this cabinet with useful drawer storage. Of course this is where your telly will go too, because you've got mains and aerial sockets above. In the cab you've also got blinds on the windscreen and the side windows. But of course the big difference with the 4 Series is the overcab bed. So the overcab bed simply pulls down on its two gas struts, and then you've still got your lounge area completely unaffected. Just grab the ladder and up you go. And then up here you've got a duvet mattress that measures up to 1.92 metres long and 1.34 metres wide. There's an opening window at one end of the bed and a reading light at the other. There's a concertina screen to give privacy to the rear bedroom, and then of course your classic island bed layout. Just a step at each side and easy access onto this Duvet Alto mattress, which is super comfy. 1.84 metres long by 1.47 metres wide. Unusually in this bedroom, not only have you got the wardrobes on either side of the bed, but you've got an extra wardrobe at the foot on the near side, and then some storage on the off side, a little extra, perhaps for your underwear and socks and so on. The bed itself, well, you've got a padded headboard behind and enough room to sit up, as well as these little useful cubby holes on either side. USBs in this one and a main socket over on the other side. The central kitchen area has a useful worktop extension. The stainless steel sink has an inset bowl and this new swivel spout chrome effect tap. Of course, the important thing is cooking, and you've got this Thetford triplex cooker with 3 gas rings, mains hot plate and combined grill and oven. Up top, as a dealer fit option, you can have a microwave, but my favourite feature of this kitchen is that all the storage is in big soft closed drawers, so you're not fumbling at the back of cupboards. And then over on the other side you have a Dometic 10 series fridge freezer with 133 litre capacity, automatic energy selection and the doors that open from either side. Opposite the galley and behind this sliding tambour door is the washroom, which is a completely new design for this 4 Series. An all-in-one space, so shower and toilet and everything in one area, but you don't need a shower curtain in there. Swivel cassette toilet, and the wash basin folds down when you need it, folds back when you want more space for showering. There's really good headroom in there and an Eco Camel Jetstorm water-saving shower head. Moving from the Voyager 494 to this Voyager 485, and you can see on the outside they're broadly pretty much identical, but they both have this fully moulded rear panel with the reversing camera and these mounting points for a bike rack, and both models meet the grade 3 insulation and heating standard. So let's take a look inside and see what's different in the 485. But before we look at the layout of this 485, just to touch on the spec of this transit cab, because you get a Zenec Accent multimedia system with a 12-inch display, and that does Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and your reversing camera screen as well. Cruise control, cab air conditioning, all those sort of things as standard, of course. And you get front fog lights, you get ESC with load adaptive control and roll stability control as well. Also included is stop start. Where the 494 had a half dinette up front, this 485 model goes for a Pullman dinette, a more unusual arrangement in a motorhome these days. So as well as the forward-facing bench, which has Isofix and the two 3-point seat belts, you get this rear-facing bench, again with a high backrest, but with one lap and diagonal seat belt. So 5 seat belts in total, and because this dinette can make into a bed as well, you've got 5 berths with the singles at the back, and of course again that big overcab bed. With the table removed, as here, it feels quite an open lounge area, and the seats are nice and comfortably shaped. You've still got the TV cabinet over there with the chest of drawers, and you've still got the swivel passenger seat in the cab too. The washroom in the 485 is identical to the 494's, and the kitchen is pretty much the same too. The only difference being that the fridge is alongside the cooker rather than being over on the opposite side of the van. Of course, the real USP of the 485 is the bedroom arrangement with single beds. And under the near side bed, you've got a surprisingly deep wardrobe. Under the offside one, there's a large storage cupboard that sits over the Trumba Combi 6E gas and electric boiler and heating system. So that will keep whatever clothes you have in there nice and toasty. The beds are both 79 centimetres wide, over on the offside 1.95 metres long, and the near side one here 1.91 metres, just a fraction shorter. But what's really important is they both have these Duvelite Alto mattresses for extra comfort, and of course you've got plenty of room to sit up in bed. You've got a roof light opening as well as the opening side windows, USB and main sockets, and this little shelf area for nighttime oddments. So a comfortable and spacious rear bedroom. So that's the new Swift Voyager 4 Series 7.5 metre motorhomes with a family-friendly overcab bed. Choose from the 494 with an island bed or this 485 with single beds, and don't forget a third model, the 475 with a rear lounge, is coming too. All of them can be driven on a standard car licence, and all 3 of them priced at under 70 grand.